All right. Just waiting on a couple people to tune in. It's Wednesday night. As soon as you guys get on, just let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Make sure everything's working okay. Make sure the music isn't too loud. All right, good thing, Amanda. Should have a couple more people popping on. I have a big announcement to announce with Jen tonight from Jamestown Paranormal Investigators. So tune in for that as soon as she pops on here. How have you been, Amanda? Not many CAPS members in here tonight either, so far. Waiting on a couple for that. That's good. That's good. It's Wednesday. 2 more days to go for school. Work for you, school for me, and work. Hello. Hello, hello. There's a huge lag in the time I write and you get it. Don't know how I could fix that. Really, me too, because it takes me a minute to get to the actual message. Still trying to set up so it could be on me. All right, now we're getting some people. As you guys come in, go ahead and just let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Make sure I'm waiting on a couple people to join us. Is everyone having trouble with the link, possibly? I don't know how I can resend the link here. Copy. I may have to make this announcement myself tonight. It's not letting me. Okay. All right. Feel free to ask your questions, anything you got. We're on here till 9 o'clock. Usually we have a lot more CAPS members on, but unless I'll be sleepy tonight. Oh, this isn't good. Long street. Feel free to ask your questions. Anything you got? I had a question for all you guys. So some people like them, some people don't. How do you guys feel about Ouija boards? I know some teams that do use them. I personally do not use them. Our team don't use them. Hey, Heidi. Good to hear from you. Glad you made it in. For anyone who doesn't know, Heidi is in charge of the Judson House Hotel. what we've investigated last weekend. How do you guys feel about Ouija boards? I had this conversation with a couple different people, a couple different teams before. Hey Jen, I was just actually texting you to pop on at least. Sorry I won't let you in. I don't know why. Maybe that's why there's no other members of my team on here either. I usually send it to them in the group and they just click on the link. I don't know why it's being weird today. Why it's not letting you on here. Usually it don't matter on your phone or anything. Usually it's pretty simple. You just click the link and you pop on. Just waiting on a couple more people to get in here. It's kind of quiet because I don't got my help tonight. Yeah, Jen, not sure why it's not. Because usually I don't have an issue for people getting in. And Jen, I just asked a question. No one's yet to answer me yet, but how do you feel about Ouija boards? I've talked to a couple other people about this, a couple other teams. I know some people use them, some people don't. Personally, we do not use them. I want to know your opinion on them and what you think of Ouija boards. How's the music sounding, everybody? Too loud? Too quiet? Oh, we have one CAPS member popping on. Let's say hello to our co-tech manager. He's working on a website, doing a great job. Let's welcome in Alex.
Yo,
how you doing, Alex?
Doing good.
Thanks
Sorry.
for popping on. What'd you say?
Said sorry I'm late. I've been working out in the yard all day pretty much.
That's okay. That's all right. Heidi says I like Ouija boards. Yeah, I've used them like a couple times, but we don't use them on the team. And I don't use them often anymore. But I have used them for sure. Some people like them more than others. Jen says I used them when I was younger. Had a bad experience and haven't touched one in years. And I've had some different experiences with them as well. So, like I said, some use them, some don't. Yeah, we don't use them on the team. Yeah. I feel we've got tons of other safer equipment that we have on the team that we can use. That works just as good, if not better. Heidi says it sounds like porn music. Not that I know firsthand what that sounds like.
Paige literally just said that like 3 seconds ago.
All right, let's change it. I haven't heard this one yet. How does that sound? Heather laughed at that one. Feel free if you're just popping in. Stop in, say hello. Drop a comment, drop a question. We will answer. Jen says you are the energy that powers the board, so it's more dangerous. Yep. Exactly. Alex, I may have asked you before, but everyone else, in the comment section know what's your thoughts on Ouija boards.
Honestly, I love them. I've been using them for years, and I've never had a negative experience with them. A couple times I had some people messing around with me trying to summon Zozo, but I didn't think they were like purposely moving the stuff.
Right. That's another thing too, is people use them more as a joke than actually trying to communicate with somebody, and that's what can make them more dangerous as well, is the way people use them and how they use them.
Yeah, but I do agree it is like powered by the individual who is using it.
Yep.
And I mean, that being said, me personally, I've never had an issue. I've never been scared of them. Never had any concerns. Super respectful and not like intimidated by it at all. Like Brady, especially. Me and him have done the Ouija board together tons of times.
Yeah. I think definitely, like you said, and like Jen said, it's the energy. You're the energy that powers the board, so it's definitely more dangerous than the other equipment. So, Jen and myself, who is in the comment section, we have an announcement. So, Jen and I have decided, I've been personally studying the project Pigman Road, also the actual name of the road's Holland Road in Angola, New York. And it's called Pigman Road from the different stories on it and things that have happened on the road. So Jen and I have decided that we're going to do a documentary on Holland Road in Angola, New York, on Pigman Road. So Jen and I are working on doing that. We've been getting a lot of different things together, a lot of different history that we're finding, different things on the road. We'll be communicating with people who've been around, who live there locally, residents in the area, different historians, all that. Get tons of information, get it recorded, and get it in a documentary. So that's what Jen and I are working on right now. I personally have 3 projects working on. I have that going on. Another one that I won't mention quite yet, and we have our Paracon that we're working on in July. So I'm busy in the paranormal. We have a lot of different projects going on.
Hey, good on you. Keeping busy.
Yep. So Jen says, I was using one alone, and I was talking to someone, but then it turned negative, and he said he was Jack the Ripper and crap. No, I don't believe it was, and my roommate got home, and the knife drawer slammed shut. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely...
That means it was open. Oh, careful.
Yeah. Gremlin75 from YouTube says, extra fresh.
Hi, Brady.
How you doing, Brady? But yeah, so Jen, if you have anything that you want to share, unfortunately, Jen wasn't able to get in on this. I don't know why it wouldn't let her, but she tried to get on the link and stuff, and it wasn't letting her. So if you have anything you want to share, Jen, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. And feel free to try again to get on, and I'll get you in here. But I don't know why it wasn't trying to let you on. Not bad. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Staying busy. I have work, school, and then tons of different projects going on in the paranormal. So I am definitely staying busy. What'd you say, Alex?
Slow down. You're making the rest of us look bad.
Yeah. Yep. I like being busy. I like having things to do. Especially when it's things I like to do. I'm also working on, it kind of went on hold for a little bit, but it's going to be starting back up again real soon. Also working on getting the Sasquatch Expo going. I'm getting that to work. Hunt for Bigfoot. I have 2 separate teams going, and I'm co-founding that. It's going to be co-founded with Mike Polero from JPI, James Paranormal Investigators. Jen's going to be on that team as well. So, at least I think she planned to be. Unless things changed, but last time I spoke to them about that, I believe Jen was going to be on, and then Alex, you were going to be on that too, right?
More than enough for it. Honestly, like, it's not just Sasquatch. I'm hoping to like branch out just like for any and all cryptids in general. My particular favorite is Mothman. I love bugs. It's the right fit for me. But you know, Washington was really big on Sasquatch as well, so it's cool that I went to the other side of the country, 2,500 miles away, and y'all got the same stuff here. So I'm excited to see.
Yeah. The investigation we have coming up in a couple weeks, the Bergen House, I believe, and that actually have had Sasquatch hunt sightings there, and they would like us to investigate for that as well. So we'll be doing some of that in a couple weeks at the Bergen House.
By the way, I don't know if you already spoke on it before I got on.
Wait, what's up?
I don't know if you already spoke about it before I got on, but how did the Judson House go for you guys?
No, so that went well. We've got a couple things that I'll be sharing on the podcast within the next couple weeks. I just need to look at them a little further. We have a couple pictures. I think I sent them in the group. Not sure if you've seen them. Yeah, and what we got was the Eagle Hotel. We investigated 2 buildings, the Judson House and the Eagle Hotel. They're right across the street, and we had to actually there was only like four of us, so investigating that, there was definitely a lot to cover. We want to go back there in the summer and bring a lot more members.
We'll be there.
Yes, I hope so. So we want to bring a lot more members, and then maybe bring a couple from different teams and stuff to tag along with us. Because there's a lot to cover, a lot of ground to cover, and we're not done with that place. There's a lot of stuff going on there that we need to get back there and investigate again. But yeah, so we have a couple things that we'll be sharing, and we ought to go through evidence review soon. It's already been 3 days, so probably this weekend, or if not, next week for sure. Jen did say, though, I don't want to get too ahead before I read this. She said, I have found some articles with the actual name of the pigman, and he may have had a friend involved too with pictures. I want to research more before dropping the names. Probably save that for the documentary. Yes, that would be great. Jen, we have to meet up too sometime soon, if you can, so we can get some things planned and out soon together. Jen said, I also found the newspaper article of how the train derailment happened. Wow, that's exciting. And like I said, I have some that I'll pull out from old stuff that we've looked at. Jen says, yes, we do. Yes. Let me know when you're I'm pretty much available during the week. Anytime after 4 o'clock. I work till 4, and then I'm good after that. So whenever you have a chance. But I'm excited for this documentary. It's going to be exciting. Got anything to add, Alex?
Sorry, I was muted because I was eating chips and didn't want to.
You're good.
I was gonna say later, but I'll say it now. But I'm thinking about trying to get more interested and more tech savvy with video editing, and also like trying to put myself in the position of cameraman if I can, when the moment arises. Because I have some ideas on like good like vantage points. But if you need a hand for the documentary, obviously I'm gonna help you with that if you need my help.
Awesome. Yes. So Jen and I are actually looking for a couple members to kind of record for us. Yeah. So that would definitely we can use you for sure. That would be exciting. Also, Jen did say hello, Alex.
Hello. Yeah, no, honestly, I really liked going to Pigman Road. That was really cool. Sense anything? The coyote pack, that was cool. That was pretty cool. Man. But honestly, like just in general, I like being outdoors, which I think is why I'm really also interested in like hunting down, not like building based. But yeah, like the fact that you're doing a documentary on that is that's super cool. I would love to be involved in that and get out there again a couple times with you guys.
Awesome.
Like,
Yeah,
sure,
that'd be cool.
please bring me because that place
Yeah,
was
we'll definitely be there probably a couple times shooting and filming and stuff. So we'll definitely bring you along, and we do need some people to record and stuff. So
one condition. It's make or break. We got to stop at that one place again so I can get more pickled sausages because that's just good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do that. It's on the way. So she said yes, it was. Jen had a lot of fun too and getting chased by a pack. So, but it was fun. It's the memories we get to talk about. Now that we actually didn't get eaten. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, go ahead and ask your questions. We're on until 9 o'clock tonight, so. I know the last couple weeks been on Thursday. Dude working on the stuff for the Paracon. So we actually had a break tonight. We're able to get on the podcast at normal time. Oh yes, I need more dehydrated taffy. That was good. That was very good. You see a lot of people doing that, Jen, on TikTok. With all that. Yeah, freeze dried. Yeah. They said we need to check out the Three Sister Bridge out there too. Yes, we do. That was where I believe the actual derailment happened. What we found or something. So we'll probably actually get that in the documentary too. Three Sister Bridge. Which I don't understand why it tells us that the derailment happened on Pigman Road when it's like 8 minutes away from the actual.
It didn't happen along that road.
And Jen did say, she said, yeah, it was on that bridge. So I have a picture of it. Cool. You can share that with me if you want, Jen. Again, for anyone that's tuning in, I announced it last week. We are on Twitter now, so we now on Wednesday nights are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We have made it to all 3 social media accounts. I gotta figure out how to work Twitch. I don't figure out what that is.
1 second.
Yep. Jen said there was a lot that happened in that town. There's also was a shipwreck in Lake Erie as a ship was trying to make it to Angola. Wow. So there's a lot of different probably hauntings that we don't even know about. All the crew died, froze. Wow, that's something we got to mention in our documentary, because I've watched a couple documentaries and stuff like on that road. I've never heard that actually, so we could be the first ones to. Don't put that. That's pretty cool. I knew nothing about that, to be honest.
Yeah, number 1 has the worst.
Okay. Yeah, this music's too slow now. Try this one.
So what's up next for us? Like, do we have anything planned in the nearby future for investigations?
Other than the Bergen house in, I can't remember the exact date right now. I don't know if I have the paper around here. I'm not.
Like ballpark, is it like this upcoming weekend? Is it like maybe more?
No, it's like next month time right now. But I mean, like I said, we can get things scheduled probably in between then. But
Either that or we can go hit up a cemetery.
yeah, I just we probably wouldn't. We could do that like for fun. But I probably wouldn't record that and throw that on like YouTube or anything like that. But we could definitely set up things for us to get together and go have
What
fun.
about, have you ever thought about doing like a daytime investigation? Like if there's like particularly like strong spots that might be active during the day?
Never thought about it actually, like investigating during the day, like setting up a full investigation just for the day. But Jen says we will be filming on Friday for the show. That's right, and I actually Mike offered me to. He gave me an opportunity to come with you guys this Friday, but unfortunately, the way my work schedule is right now, Fridays I work at the hotel too, so I go right from there, and a hotel till close like 11:30. So unfortunately, I can't do it. But I was bummed out about not being able to do that because that'd been cool. But hopefully, you guys get stuff, Jen. Others said we need to go through the evidence from the investigation last week. Yeah, that's what I said. I said either if not Sunday, sometime this week for sure. Coming up. Jen says, yeah, that stinks. Yeah, I know. I really wanted to investigate with you guys. Oh, I don't really like this music either. This one's Feeding the Ducks. Okay. Because I'm curious to see what we got of the activity that we had, especially in the basement. Yeah, definitely the basement was a lot more heavier. It was crazy. Something tried to follow my mom, and right across the spirit box, it said, "Well, what do you want from us?" And it said Heather, right across the spirit box, and it tried to follow her back up. And
It was at the Judson house or the hotel?
The Judson house, yeah, in the basement there. I mean, it was crazy down the basement. It was like really intense down there. Heather, Jen said hello. Yeah, it was definitely. I've never felt it like that before. That was insane. Heather says hello.
Was it like Wildwood
What?
Sanitarium? Was it comparable to Wildwood Sanitarium?
It was more. I mean, it was more like they had like the books where you could write like what happened in there and like who came and stuff. But as far as like the actual like, it's more like it's set up as a museum, and
what you experienced in the basement, was it related to the experience that me and you had on the second floor of the Wildwood Sanitarium, or?
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. That room. Okay, I didn't know what you were talking about at first. Yeah, I gotta say though, that was a lot more tense. Down there in the basement was.
I missed it.
Yeah, you missed it. I mean, it was really crazy. I can't even explain it. It was, yeah. It was something where you kind of have to experience it firsthand. It was insane. And it's definitely the most intense feeling I've ever got. Yeah. Bodies got so weak, like I almost like had to get on the ground for a minute. It was bad.
Like,
yeah. Because I don't know, it got a bad vibe off us at first or what, but when we went back down there, it was a lot better. And we apologized, sorry for coming off the way we did or whatever, and it was fine. But and we started to think it was a kid, but I still don't think it was. At least what we've encountered the first time, because there's no way. I mean, that was so intense. Like I don't think a child's spirit would have the energy or anything like that. That it did. Okay, Jen. Be right back, Jen says. But I mean, yeah, it definitely might have been a kid down there too. But I the first time we went down there, that's not what I think we came across. But it was crazy.
So back to cryptid talk. Obviously, you know, hunting for Sasquatch. Apart from Sasquatch, were there any other cryptids that you're familiar with that you're interested in pursuing that are near us?
I think I have to study a little more on them. But I'm never. What do you want to say? Never gonna count it out. You know, I definitely. If I learn a little more about it and stuff, for sure. I just gotta know a little bit what I'm looking for and stuff. I don't know too much about the other stuff around here other than the Bigfoot and stuff like that. I've never really looked into the cryptid side as much. Jen is back, she says. And she says, I want Brandon. Said you can't go home with us. It said why across the spirit box. Yeah. So when Brandon said, like, told her, like, hey, you can't come home with us. You guys stay here. And right across the spirit box, why? Clear as that. I mean, we were getting clear responses. Like, they were clear. Like, you could tell from a mile away what it was saying. I still remember we caught it on the audio recorder. I think it came across at Heather, right across it, and it said, "Who do you want?" or what do you want from us? And it said Heather. And we're like, wow. Yeah, when we go back through evidence review, make sure you're there, Alex, because it was.
Yeah, no, I mean to seriously. Like, I really regretted caving in and not letting myself go.
Yeah. It was that because when we got there, I thought I was under the impression we were just investigating the Judson house. We got there, she's like, "You got the Eagle Hotel and the Judson house." I was like, "Oh boy." But we had a lot of fun. I wouldn't regret it. So.
Y'all could have just dropped me in one building by myself, and I would just walk around for a couple hours. I would have been fine with that. It would have been great.
Definitely, when we investigated there, the Eagle Hotel was quieter. At least this time, and the Judson house was a lot more activity. But the Eagle Hotel, we did get a weird picture that I have to go back. I keep looking at. I look at it every day. I'm trying to figure out like what it could be.
Is that the one that was taken from outside of the building?
Yeah, I took a bunch of pictures of outside the building, and when I came back, I was going through pictures like the windows and stuff, and I literally think we've caught a face. And then in another picture that my mother's got, it looks like part of that same face, like half of it though, facing in the other window on the other side. And it looks like it was like going to the other side and looking through the window and stuff when we caught it again. But
so,
the first,
like you and looking out the window, kind of.
What?
Was it following you to like the side of the building you were on, or something? You think, or?
No, because I mean, my mother took the picture probably from almost the same spot I was in. It was like almost the same like angled picture, but it was just a different window that it showed up in. I was like, wow.
I mean, that kind of marks out like any like background item that could have caused that or something like that.
Yeah, and that's what I've been trying to look into too. If I shared it with anybody or shared it with Facebook, is what is it? What could it be? Like, I mean, there's a lamp on the one side, but it's on the other side, and it looks nothing like that picture. And I went through all the pictures, and that same thing is not there in all the rest of the pictures. And it was taken the same exact way. And I just took tons and tons of pictures, and nothing is showing up the way that one did.
Oh, very good sign.
It was 1:03 a.m. was the photo that I caught something in. And fast forward an hour later, it was like 2:33. There was nothing in that window. I took pictures again there. And so it's pretty cool. But I still got to look into it a little more and go over. And we'll go through it together as a team on Evidence Review. I might drop it on Facebook soon and see what everyone else thinks of it on Facebook. You'll have some people that are like, dude, it's this or that. They always do.
But hey, you were there, so
yeah.
You know it's wrong, then.
You have those like non-believers on Facebook that are just there to criticize everything you post.
Then go there and investigate it for yourself. Yeah.
You get that audio clip. Yeah, I do. I gotta see if I can get into it and then edit it where I just get that part of that clip. And get that piece. I might bring this back to Heidi too. There, just to show her kind of what we got and stuff. And I'll go through all that with her. Okay. Not many people on tonight.
I mean, I can't see StreamYard.
Yeah, we have 3 people in right now and 2 likes. I think the most we've had so far tonight was 6. And we have 2 watching from Facebook and 1 from YouTube. And Heidi and Jen are 2 likes.
Brady.
Yeah, Brady, ask some questions. Talk to us, man.
Oh, I'm telling Brady to like the video. Oh, Brady, if that wasn't clear, like the video.
Ask questions, like the video. Oh, wait, I think we just... Oh, Heather liked the video. My mom just liked it. We got 3. 3 for 3. 3 watching, 3 likes. You know, my teacher says, "Oh, I'll be in tonight. I haven't seen him yet. This is 8 o'clock. I'll be watching." I'm like, okay, here it is, 8:40. 20 minutes left. He hasn't been in yet.
Maybe he's in the wrong time zone.
He'll watch the replay and he'll see me talking about him. Ho 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 ho. Jen says, I made a clip of the coyote experience, LOL. You hear them in the background and Alex explaining how to drop kick them. And you beating feet out of there.
Actually, that was
good times. Yes, those are the good memories. Those are the experiences we're gonna remember.
You know, Brady
exciting.
Should drop kick them, and he's not wrong. He's not.
175. Brady says, LOL, any random adventures you got planned? I'm always down to tag along. Can't answer till you like the video, Brady.
Oh!
I'm waiting for it to pop up 4.
It's on Facebook, on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could like it on YouTube too, but... Alright, so it says, any random adventures you got planned? I'm always down to take along. You know, the random adventures out of nowhere usually just happen in a couple hours. Like, you know what? Let's go do this tonight. So, but yeah, Brady, you're always invited. Come along with us. We'll still get you on a guest investigation very soon, and we'll vote on you and stuff. Hope we get you on the team soon. Looking for more members, so. Anyone who's in the podcast or is going to rewatch it, we are looking for more members to join for the film crew and investigators. So don't hesitate to reach out. But yeah, any random adventures, not really. Like I said, we have an investigation at the Bergen House scheduled in like next month, but nothing too just out there right now. So he said he did. Good job, Brady. Jen says, oh, LOL, couldn't really tell in the video who was talking. Oh, yeah, because she said, Alex, you were the one that said to drop kick them. All I know is I wasn't listening. I was gone. I was like, they're getting way too close, and me and Jen were just out of there. We have 4 now watching. Anyone who's just joining in, go ahead and drop a hello, say hi.
Please ask questions.
Yes, ask questions. We're on until 9 o'clock. So we're here for every Wednesday. Ask the questions you got. We'll answer them. It tasted weird. Drinking this than water. I don't know why I have 2. I had the water sitting in here and I just expensive. I drank that. I don't know. Oh, now we're down to 3 again. 3 people. Highest thing we've had tonight was 6. We're not doing too good tonight.
Here's a question. I know you're a little bit more familiar than I am with the equipment that is commonly used. Is there any you don't have that you're trying to obtain in the future that you're interested in?
Now let me look this up real quick before I say it, just so I know I have it right. The name. Oh no. So there's this one. Just give me 1 second. Because there's not too much like person that I had in mind right now. Other than the Envoy, the Ghost Box, it's like almost like a little Ouija board kind of thing. Let me show you here on Ghost Stop. It's like that. It's got that little Ouija board, like little stand there, and things. Yeah, and things communicate through it. And then I did want the Phasm light. It's like a big like right there. And then there's another one here. Can't remember the name of it. It's a little triangle thing. Here it is. The Flux 2 response device. Got red for no, green for yes. It's almost like a little like REM pod thing, I think. And I've been really interested in that. That's something I've really been looking into for a while. And then other than those 2 things right now, I don't think there's too much I can think of. They're like off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more that I've thought about, but I haven't written them down or anything. So Jen says, yeah, she would like that. Yeah, it's a really cool piece of equipment. I've seen a lot of different teams use it and stuff, and I definitely want one for sure. They're not cheap, so eventually we'll have one. Also, Jen did say we reached out to a famous location in Chappaqua County that has never been investigated, and hopefully they get back to us and say yes. It could be the one and only time it gets investigated. That's really cool, Jen. I hope you guys get in there. That'll be awesome. Keep me updated on that. It's exciting. It's always exciting when you're the first team to come in and investigate a place. Like we were at the Stockton Hotel. We were the first team to ever come in there. Stuff like that. So those are always exciting, being the first team to be able to come in. Gremlin75 said, I totally forget, but do you have any night vision or SLS cameras? So we have an SLS camera on the phone that we use. I mean, it does work, and it works pretty good. I mean, we've gotten things where literally you'll see something walk across. It's pretty insane, but we don't have an actual professional SLS camera right now. We do want to invest in one. That's another thing. Like I said, I can't think of them all on the top of my head right now, but there's definitely more equipment out there that I would like. And then any night vision, we do have night vision cameras with infrared to go on them and all that. So Mindseed uses the one with the red and green light. They're really cool. Yeah, like I said, a lot of teams use them. They're really cool. And I'd love to have one. Yeah, same here, Jen. I would like an actual professional SLS camera. That'd be really cool. We need to invest in one of those too. So there's definitely like a wish list I have that we'll check off slowly but surely. We'll go through it and stuff. We came a far away from when we first started, so we've got over $3,000 worth of equipment now that we've got over the time now, with 2 DVR systems, REM pods, and K2 meters, and all the equipment we have, all the cases we have, all the bins we have. So I mean, everything that we have over $3,000 worth of equipment. So, but we are definitely going to invest in more for sure. Again, anyone who's just stopping in, go ahead and ask your questions. We got answers. At least we have answers until 9 o'clock. So, stop in. We're on every Wednesday. If this is your first time tuning in, we are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, live at 8 o'clock every Wednesday, right here on the Cups podcast. Of course, every Wednesday, unless last-minute change happens, like it has in the last couple weeks. Jen says, my one big piece of equipment I want is the infrared camera. Yes, that'd be really nice. we have like the little infrared that you put on the cameras, but we don't have an actual infrared camera. I think one of the members on my team were talking about that not too long ago, actually. And yeah.
I will say this, like, outside of investigations, that grid laser you have is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So the thing about the grid laser, and Jen, we figured out why it's not working. The little silver tip that turns it and changes the mode on it, fell off once we had the investigation when someone had it. So I gotta bring it probably to Walmart or somewhere and see if I can get just that tip. If not, I might have to order it. I don't want to order a whole new grid laser because it works. I mean, it's still very usable. It's got that one line in it now. I need that thing to change the mode and stuff on it.
I would probably just go.
I wasn't going crazy, Jen. We just lost a piece. Yep. We have to go back to Pavement Road to hunt for it. I'm just kidding. We'll be there all week, all month, and still not find it. But yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'll get a new piece for it. So I'm ordering a whole new grid laser. Not that they're too expensive. It's just that I hate to junk that one when it still is in very good shape. It's brand new. It wasn't too old. It's only been on a couple investigations. I think the first investigation it was on was the Reg Linnae.
Yeah.
So it's a couple months old, but it's only been used a couple times.
I don't even remember if we used it at the Reg Linnae.
I thought we did in one of the basements. Maybe.
Yeah, no, I think it was the put it in.
Wait, what'd you say?
I think we put it downstairs in the east basement, didn't we? The one
Yeah.
front desk.
Yep.
That place was super creepy. I loved it. I wish we can go back again. Except this, because it was hot as hell in there.
We will be going back to the Reg. Soon as well, actually. I've been in contact with Heather, who runs all that stuff there, so she just got to talk to her boss, get all that, but we will definitely be getting in there soon. So Deb just sent to the group, crap, I forgot about it. So she forgot about the podcast tonight, but that's okay. Also, anyone who's interested in coming on as a guest on the podcast, I might start setting up Thursday nights, every other Thursday with a guest. So we may be on tomorrow if I can find a guest that would like to pop on. So we may do our guests on Thursday now, just because of the way the schedule has been set up now. And then Wednesdays, of course, like normal with the Caps team. So anyone who's in the paranormal and would love to get on the podcast, we're going to look for some guests to join us. The only guest we've ever had, you better feel special, was Mike Polero. Brandy stopped in too from the hotel just to share some pictures and stuff, but the actual only guest we actually had on the podcast was Mike.
So, but you can get to contact UFOs. Is that talking about the grid laser, or?
I think we were talking about the grid laser. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jen. Which actually sounds pretty cool. That's something we should just set up there, see if we can get some UFOs come through. I think it's a UFO coming from the ground. Jen was talking about the grid laser, yes. Ma says, yeah, I feel like we did. You talk about the Reg? No problem. Here it is. We're about 50 minutes in, and wait a minute. Jen says, hello, Brandon. Brandon, if you're hiding out there, let me know. Hello, Brandon. Wait. Why am I not seeing... Am I going crazy, or are they talking? Brandon? Wait, is Brandon in here? Oh, did it? Brandon, if you're there, say hi. Because I thought I was going crazy for a minute. It says he's watching. Yeah, that's what my mother said too. Okay. Well, hello, Brandon. Probably just getting out of work. Stuck, so the podcast is right when he's working. So when he's getting out of work, we're ending. So the show is getting on.
Is there a meeting after this tonight?
Nope. Just the podcast tonight, and then I'll probably work on some stuff for the documentary before I head to bed. And probably grab a shower and then. Brandon, if you're still watching, I got your message, and that's okay. We'll see you on the next one. No big deal. I think he said. Heck yeah. What? Alex, you want a piece of popcorn?
Obviously, I know I can't take one, but I can't eat popcorn.
Oh, man. It's wet.
So, I will say, random thought off my head. As for like, as far as like random investigations, or even like legit like scheduled planned ones, if we can find some like more outdoor ones to do, like now that the weather's warming up, I would be super.
We will be. Yep, we will be getting some more outside ones now that the weather's coming in. We just like be a little careful with that, just so we don't want to do too many like cemeteries and crap like that. Like there's dead people buried there, so. But we will find some cool places outside, and they're a lot easier too because it's getting warmer out, like you said, and you don't really have to like schedule that. Like anybody, you don't gotta go through a big process to get in there. It's outside, so
Yeah, no,
it's a public area.
if I find anything, I'll let you know.
Jen says, "I'm eating celery." Well, piece of celery, you got some popcorn. Piece of celery, popcorn. I think it's a good trade. I got ranch. Are you eating the ranch, Jen? Can't have celery without ranch.
You're just making me think of buffalo wings.
What?
I said, now you're just making me think of buffalo wings.
Popcorn, celery, ranch, buffalo wings.
And I'm definitely gonna get a bite to eat this. I'm hungry.
He says
All I've
plain.
today.
Just eating celery? Just like grass with water. It's like wet grass.
Well, my dogs love grass, so obviously something's good about it.
If anyone wants to get on the podcast tomorrow, maybe taking a guest, so. Jen said LOL. And also, if anyone's got any topics that they want us to talk about on the weekly podcast, let me know. I'll write it down for next week, and we'll talk about it and get our answers. We're always looking for new topics to talk about.
Well, if anybody does, let me know ahead of time so I can look up some information just in case I don't know.
Keeps popping. The little thing saying people are watching is usually it keeps going 4 to 5, 4 to 3, 4 to 3. I think it's people scrolling through and they'll stop for a second and they'll keep scrolling. I think it's on Facebook and it keeps popping down that someone's watching and they pop out. But we are in the last 5 minutes. Any last questions? Hit it. We'll answer it. Have you talked about personal experiences? I have. actually on a couple different episodes on the podcast. Alex, you talked about some of your personal experiences as well, correct? On here?
Couple, yeah.
Yep. We what'd you say? Sorry, you were breaking up.
If you want to do a recap, I don't mind.
Yeah, so my first experience in the paranormal was 2 years old. And I've just tons of experiences. Growing up, I've always been interested in the paranormal. I used to watch Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures, all the paranormal shows. Always kind of want to start my own team. And then obviously last year I did that. First experience I had, again, I was 2 years old. And my mother lived in a haunted house in the area. She had experience where the door bedroom was shut. She heard like someone coming up the stairs, and like stepping up the stairs. Got to the top of the stairs, and the door handle started to rattle. And all of a sudden, she saw it turn, and it flung open. And she's had experiences there from like the maggots falling from the ceiling, get them all cleaned up, and then happen again. And the lady that lived there before she did, all of her belongings were there, her purse, everything, and the girl just came up missing, just disappeared. They don't know what happened to her. Another experience I've had, trying to think what I want to. So my dad lived somewhere with a group of roommates. I can't remember where he lived. He had a couple different roommates, and I was going in the bathroom. I was already scared of the dark. I was younger, and so they gave me a flashlight. Here's a flashlight. Go to the bathroom. It was nighttime. It was dark. That one hallway was really dark. The way the hallway was a bunch of like stored stuff there, chairs and a bunch of other junk over in the corner. And when I was walking through, I was already scared. I was young, and the chair shook, and something popped up. I could see it, and it said, "Give me the flashlight." And I couldn't even like see it because I just was forgot through the flashlight, screaming around the other way. And that house has had tons of different experiences for people who live there and all that. So those are just a couple of my experiences that I've had. I've had tons more. Would be all night if I went through them. But yeah, I've always been intrigued by the paranormal, and I always wanted to learn more about it, experience more. So that's where I'm at now. Alex, why don't you give a couple of yours?
I think this is a story I shared last time, but honestly, it was a prevalent story for me, but I guess I'll try to give a little more information about it. When I was young, like, I want to say whatever age was appropriate for 6th, 7th grade, somebody getting into discovering like my own like spirituality like really heavily back then. And as soon as I started like pursuing that information, like I kind of like opened up my horizons, and the stuff that I was practicing was getting me awareness of like other realms aside from ours, and like whether like ghosts, spirits, the possibility of like demons or like celestial beings in general, things like that. Really gave much weight into the division of them. I thought, things happen that we can't see. That's the general basis of how I want to understand it. Like, I don't want to like try to classify each one. Poltergeist, a demon, an angel. I don't care about any of that division. All I know is that like I do agree that things are out there that we can't just normally perceive. Like for example, the mantis shrimp has like 27 color rods or color cones in their eyes, which allow them to see like many different things than we do. They're more simplistic than the human eye is, for sure, definitely. But like we all know, like cats will stare up at the corner of the room, and we always wonder like, what the hell are they staring at that I can't see, right? Like whatever example you want to use, like I don't need evidence to know that there's obviously things that we are not capable of on a regular level like the rest of our day-to-day life. But anyways, when I started getting into this stuff and I started opening myself up to the possibility of these or entities, or whatever you want to call them, were happening probably constantly around me 24/7. One incident that I had is I remember I went outside, like something was drawing me outside, like something in my mind was just telling me like I need to go outside right now. So I went out of my apartment to the left and I turned to face this row of trees, like this line of trees that's right before a road, and on the other side of that road is a completely empty field. Basis by saying that field was completely mowed down. It never grew tall to begin with. There was nowhere to hide on the other side of this line of trees. And I stood there for a second like I was waiting for something, but I didn't know before. I just knew that I was supposed to wait for something. And I see three figures, like three shadows of figures crossing through the tree line and casting towards me because there was a street light on the other side. And something just told me that like there is something off about this. Like I don't know if I didn't like the pace of their cadence or their spacing. That something was off, and I felt compelled to run to the other side of the trees. And like these aren't like giant, big bushy trees. There's literally nowhere to hide. As soon as I get to the past the line of trees, I surveyed the entire area, to these shadows, and there was nothing there. But like I feel like something was telling me, like in my instincts, that there is something to witness going on near you right now. And I was drawn to the area. I instinctively knew that something was off about it, and that if I go on the other side, I'm not going to see what I would expect, and I didn't. You would expect, you know, three homies walking down the street from the local gas station, or three people walking down the road to their apartment or something like that. Nothing else could have caused those shadows. They just manifested out of fucking thin air. Pardon my French. In that specific time frame of my life, I had a whole bunch of experiences, but that was the one that stood out to me the most. Like in that time, I still remember the emotional attachment I had to that moment. And like something just like clicked in me that like it's absolutely true. We're not supposed to see or not capable of seeing, and right. That was my first taste of it. Unrelated, or not unrelated, but I don't give much belief or agreement to. But I had asked a friend like what it had meant, or like I shared my story, and they shared it with their aunt, who was like some sort of priestess at a New Age temple of some sort. I'm not even sure what kind of like religion you could even call it. It was never specified to me, but they had said it was a sign to the night, whatever that means. But you know, like I have always found myself like drawn to the darker, more macabre things, and like my philosophy behind it is that I like to intentionally search for the beauty and respect that is one of the things that are most commonly shunned by humans, like the idea of death and the afterlife. Even as far as like, even as like small as like insects. A lot of people, they freak out when they see. I love insects. I have a lot of respect for them because not enough people show them respect that they deserve. And so the whole like pursuit of like ghosts and this falls into that aspect for me. Like there's so much stuff that modern society ignores that I think is well deserving of our time. And the fact that there's a chance that these exist, but we don't have a definite answer is upsetting to me. Like I want to know more. I want to know what is the truth behind these experiences. I want to believe, right? But I want to know. And this stuff has always been like super. Since that time when I was a kid, I have always like pursued more experiences with this shit, and like a handful of experiences back then were really prevalent and formed me who I am today. And like the experience at the wild, I loved that. Like, I'm not the kind of person that spooks easy. The fact that something was generating a physical sensation on my, I'm gonna try to, like, I'm not going to say it couldn't be contributed to, but I'm not going to solely try to pin it on like dogmatism or something.
Right.
I do think that something else in that area was causing those sensations that me and you experienced. It wasn't just like in our heads. I'm sure a small part of it can be magnified by our heads, but I don't think that me and you are the type of people to let that extreme of a sensation that we had that night.
Oh yeah. Definitely understand what you're saying, for sure. And Jen did say during that, when you were talking, she did say, I saw my grandmother when I was 12. Went and woke up my dad to tell her she was there, and he was like, she's dead. But I also have had dreams that come true all my life, and I would warn people and freak them out. Wow, that is actually really cool. Being able to do that, that's that's pretty insane. Yeah, that's really cool. And then she also did say, oh, every animal that came into my old house would stare and bark or freak out at the same closet. Yeah, animals can freak you out sometimes, that's for sure.
Well, hey, if you still for that house, like, let us know, like in a text message, and have Deb look it up and see if there's any like history that might stand out from it. Even if we can't, even if it's not cost. For all I know, this is in California. Like, investigate it. Maybe we can at least like find some backstory. You know?
Well, Jen is on the JPI, Jamestown Paranormal Investigator. She's the one that came with us to Pigman Road.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, oh yeah, she did say her old house. So yeah, who knows where that was. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's what draws me in. She did say, and she said, yeah, it would be interesting to know.
Well, shoot, like, even if it's a place that we can't investigate, anyone watching this now or in the future, if you know of a location that you're curious about information, I'm sure Caleb would agree with me that we would also like to know the history of places, especially, you know, if it's conveniently placed in the tri-state area and we can go investigate it. This might have happened to you like 20 years ago, but we can help you find some answers or some closure depending on what happened.
That's the thing, like, that's what I want. I want us to, like, I get random locations and I'll just find a bunch of history on them, just because I want to make like a big folder of just a bunch of places. So people who could be future clients, people who just want to know a little about that, or when we go to presentations or I do guest speeches and all that stuff, I can like pull those out and like talk to you about those. It's cool to have, you know, whether someone calls and asks a question, and just to have tons of different locations and tons of different history on those places. Home, residential areas, businesses, all of that, you know, outside areas and all that stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Write a book. Jen, yeah, I actually am planning on writing a book.
So that'd be pretty cool if you were able to like amass like an entire like file cabinet, or God for like even like a whole library wall of just like files on the local area.
I'll say it here. There are not many people left in here, but that was the other announcement that I was going to announce in a couple weeks, was that I'm writing a book too. So that's the third project that I have going on right now, is the documentary.
Nice.
Yep, the Paracon and the book that I'm writing. So I have a couple different books in mind. So that's definitely something I want to do. I want to get a couple books going. Jen said that's awesome. Yep. I heard Mike's writing a book as well, Jen. I think he just told me like yesterday that he was writing a book. talking about a book and stuff. And I'm writing movies. I know, that's so cool, and that's why working with you on this documentary has been really cool. You already know, you're already in that stuff. And
down for it. Honestly,
what do you
anything.
say?
Do you need an actor or something for the movie? Like,
No, I'm next in line. I already talked to him.
like at least let me hang out like on set or something. I don't know.
In a TV series. That's awesome. And I believe it's horror, correct, Jen? You write a lot about like horror and stuff. I will send out casting calls when they come up. Awesome. That'll be great. But yes, so does horror and all that stuff, so that's cool. Well, that is going to probably wrap us up there. We have been on for just wrap it up over a little over an hour. I had a lot of fun as always hanging out with Alex, members from the Caps team. Feel free if you're in the paranormal. We're looking for guests to join us on the podcast. Feel free to reach out to us, our Facebook page, or me personally, or anyone on the Caps team personally. But as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us on the Caps podcast. And I have one other thing to share. Jen says now we'll have to do one about the Coyotes. Yes, you will. We can reenact it out. But yes, thanks guys for tuning in. Everyone who stopped in and watched and participated in questions and answers and all that. So we appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thanks, Alex.
Cheers. Thanks everybody.